The following program is brought to you by Pizot Productions.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the very first episode of the Totally Unnecessary Wrestling Podcast. I'm Kevin Porter, and I'm with my... Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Hi, I'm Cody, and we're going to do a WrestleMania podcast.
Yeah, man.
We're going to discuss the upcoming WrestleMania and go over a few things. Hopefully everyone enjoys.
I think people out there that are wrestling nerds, man, are totally going to get enjoyment out of this, because this is a brand new adventure. This is going to be something weekly that we're going to start as of now.
Yep.
And so we're going to start covering the world of professional wrestling.
And I think being the first big thing that WWE did back in 85, I believe it was.
84? Was it 84? I think, because I was born in 85. I'm pretty sure it was 1984 was the first WrestleMania.
84, 85, I don't know.
Well, we have the internet, luckily, because you, unlike myself, have the internet at your house. And
well, let's look it up.
Let's look this shit up and fact check. We can totally fact check on this shit. Let's see here. WrestleMania, Google, please. Oh, it just gives you the... Oh, there's the first one. 1985. No, you were right. Yep. No, you were totally right. Yeah. Okay, Hogan won it in like 83, I think. Okay.
I believe that's when he came and he fought the Iron Sheik in his first match.
That's right.
And
That's
Iron
right.
Sheik was possibly going to break his legs for...
oh, yeah,
Gagne.
because the people from the AWA, fucking Vern Gagne, they got pretty pissed.
Yep, they were mad.
Yeah, they were fucking hella mad, dude.
Which I think, for my first question, which isn't exactly WrestleMania related,
Okay.
do you think that being smart marks or smartening up the crowd or a viewer thinking they're smart, even if they know a little bit of it, but they don't really know how it all works, do you think that affects how fans and people who are looking to become fans enjoy the product?
You know, as somebody that's, paid attention to wrestling for as long as I have, and I mean just as much as you, man, I'm pretty sure we established on that one episode we did, that we've been watching wrestling basically since we were kids.
Yep.
And I think with the evolution as a fan, you're so naturally interested to learn about it, and you just totally want to just consume, and you're just like it nonstop. And it gets to a point to where, like, yeah, reading the dirt sheets kind of ruins it. Sometimes I wish I was able just to, like, sit back as a fan and not read, oh, is so-and-so going to show up tonight? Or, whatever the fucking gossip is.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
read it a week ahead of time.
Yeah.
It's like, well...
Was it really a surprise? Like, I've already kind of seen some,
opening your presents.
Yeah,
and then trying to maneuver the paper back so it looks like it's not open.
But you already know what it is, so it kind of takes away the surprise on Christmas Day, of course.
And then you're not as excited for Christmas.
Exactly. So I there's times though that, like, I do enjoy it though, because, like, I feel like the camaraderie that you receive though from other wrestling fans is, like, awesome as shit. Like, being able just to be a fan and, like, talk shit about Randy Orton and, whomever else, and just, like,
or to send into kayfabe commentaries how big Batista's dick is. Every single question and answer section of those shoots that kayfabe commentary does, they always have someone to ask about that. And
Batista's dick is a running gag. I've heard that
a meme at this point.
Yeah, dude. I wonder how big is Batista's fucking dick? Pagging it. You could ask Melina. She knows. Oh man. No, so I totally think it's, like, it benefits it, but, the internet is a wonderful tool, but at the same time, anything not, of good things can be used for bad, and, sometimes spoilers suck.
You remember, I don't know if you've seen it, but maybe you remember it. It was on Fox, mid-late 90s. It was a show where a masked guy would do magician tricks.
Yep, I remember
and
that
he would do the trick, and then he would expose how it's done.
Yep, and they did the pro wrestling one.
They did a pro wrestling one?
I remember seeing one where they like gave like the tips and tricks of like being a professional wrestler and like what the what everything.
Like how they do the where they
Yeah.
drag the guy's face along with like across his his eye or whatever.
Fuck him up. No. No, but keep going. Sorry.
But yeah, other magicians were mad because they were like, we can't do these tricks anymore. And I think that was kind of the point. The point being that, some of these tricks we've done since, what was his name? The really, really popular magician.
David Copperfield?
No, before him.
Before David Copperfield. That's a good fucking question, man.
Like one of the originals.
Was
Houdini.
It Houdini? There's quite a big gap between Houdini and fucking a good 60 years, man.
But the point being is that there's been some tricks that people have been doing or doing the same thing, but reinventing it and kind of tweaking and twisting it. But basically, it's the same thing.
Of course.
For like 100 years and stuff. And I think that was his point was, these are tired tricks. Time to move on. Here's how it's done.
Right.
And once you expose those tricks, the magicians are now expected to move forward and
right. You can't keep doing the same old tired trick once it's been exposed. So.
And I think that's kind of what wrestling is needed, but I think
a lot of these spot monkeys out there, I think they're innovating the shit out of it, man. Because, I mean, in a sense, it's not like traditional professional wrestling, but at the same time, it's really fun to fucking watch. Like a Young Bucks match to me, dude, is some fun fucking shit, dude. Like,
see now, some of these guys, like the Young Bucks, I'm like from what I hear, I don't really care for them much, to be honest. Like, about Kenny Omega, I hear, he fought a
6-star match, Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, like when you get hyperbolic like that about matches and stuff, and you hear that the guy's super kicking 9-year-olds and stuff, or the Young Bucks are super kicking 40 times, or stuff like that, you kind of
get a little too much.
You kind of get like a bad taste, like
it's not really wrestling at this point. I mean, I can see the argument for that. I mean, I could definitely get Jim Cornette's argument.
I could very well be wrong, just like I was about ECW. I mean, I heard a lot of stuff about them being just really terrible. And, I mean, they were kind of right about the first couple of years.
It's a fun time watching. I remember watching ECW back in the day, dude.
But I don't hate ECW. I actually rather like ECW.
Well, it's like, dude,
for the time period, it was different.
Of course. It was leading, a generation down. It was at South Park, that fucking,
Well, it was pre-South Park, actually.
Well, you know what I mean? That whole violence, that whole, like, that cultural, because now we're, like, going through this whole PC revolution, but, like, in the late 90s, man, it was, like, the anti-PC revolution, and, swear, like, I remember learning how to swear from South Park. Yeah. But, that was all kind of branded together with professional wrestling. And
I get what you mean.
Yeah. No, man, but kind of going back to
I mean, they were doing that stuff 3-4 years before everyone else was, and then they kind of got bored with it, or maybe a little more mainstream, you could say, but still had some of that edge to it.
But there was still like always good wrestling. I mean, that's one thing ECW always did have. I mean, you had your Jerichos, Benoits, Malenkos, and Guerreros going through there.
Don't forget RVD.
Eliminators,
Don't forget RVD.
RVD in the later years, like the fucking Perry Saturn, so underrated.
What was his name? They had matches all the time. Drawing a blank.
Too Cold Scorpio. I always loved Flash Funk, man. I love Flash Funk. He was
pretty decent, but I'm talking about he had matches with RVD a lot.
Oh, Jerry Lynn?
Yes,
Jerry Lynn, yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Dude, the wrestler. He is the wrestler, minus the drug use. Which, I don't know, Jerry Lynn. He may use a lot of drugs. I don't know. Yeah.
But anyways, that whole point of bringing that up was to bring us to this, because WrestleMania, as I've been telling you, this one
Yeah, you haven't been too excited for this one, man.
No, I haven't.
No, man.
I'm usually like, okay, WrestleMania, it's the one time of the year.
Grandest stage of the year.
Even if the rest of the year they kind of do a bunch of stupid shit that I don't really agree with at all.
Yeah.
And I'm conflicted about like, well, I like these two things, but you did an entire pay-per-view where I was like, what was gratifying? What was the payoff? What was...
Yeah. Honestly, dude, like, from my fandom, like, kind of like getting a little deeper, like, I haven't really, like, outside of, like, CM Punk, but, like, maybe in the last, like, 10 years, like, what is it, 2018? So, yeah, about, like, the last 10 years, man, like, nothing's really grabbed my attention to be like, oh, I have to watch professional wrestling outside of everything that happened with CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. So like going into WrestleMania this year for me personally, it's like Daniel Bryan coming back. I'm so fucking happy. I'm so happy for that. Like that's the one thing this year that I'm just like I'm fucking. I mean that was only within the last couple weeks too.
Yeah, I don't know. I am not really sure what's different that he can come back.
Well, it's the fact that he's able to wrestle, though. It's like it's sad seeing him in the commissioner, whatever,
I agree.
General manager position.
Especially since he's a Washington boy.
Dude, fuck yeah, dude. Represent Daniel Bryan in Washington State, bro. Like there was part
of
I
believe he retired in Washington, didn't he?
In Seattle. And you know what's fucked up? I was gonna go to that show, dude. I was gonna buy tickets to that like months before, but I put it off, and I was like, nah, I'm good. And like and then he totally retired, and I would have been there.
I think that's one of those instances where you go, maybe I shouldn't have second guessed myself.
Yeah. Always go to a wrestling. If you have the opportunity to go to a wrestling show, go to it, 100%. But I understand though what you're talking about though. I mean, because it is
like why doesn't Matt Hardy have anything?
Well, fucking
like I thought the Ultimate Deletion was great. It had great reviews from a lot of people online.
Did you see the deleted scenes from that, the unedited version that they originally put together? Have you watched that? You need to go watch that. It's like 17 minutes long altogether.
Yeah, I think
so amazing.
It. Yeah.
So it's got Vanguard 1 at the beginning. He's like shooting up and he's like Matt Hardy meets fucking Bray Wyatt at the gate. So great.
That was great. And I'm like, why doesn't he have anything? Why are they just giving
because Vince McMahon fucking hates Matt Hardy, apparently.
According to everyone online, Michael Cole gets his talking points from Vince.
Oh, I know.
From Gorilla.
I know. Yeah.
And so people are like, well, this is bullshit because you fucking started this thing saying it was obnoxious and blah, 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 and we're sorry. You can't even have the decency to play it in the...
Yeah, and they edited the shit out of it, arena. Too. I know, no shit. They didn't play it in the fucking arena, dude.
No, they had a match
I'd be so pissed if I would have gone to that.
They had a match between Elias and Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Elias and I love Braun Strowman.
Oh,
I want to see the Ultimate Deletion, motherfuckers.
Yeah, but see, there are two more that I'm really not happy with. Why aren't they getting anything?
Well, fucking,
why are we giving a spot to Ronda Rousey just because she built herself in another company?
Oh, dude, WWE, they're whores for fucking PC out there, or not PC, but they're whores for mainstream media, dude.
Yeah.
Like, anytime they can get fucking mainstream media. Plus, Ronda Rousey she generally wants to do it, so.
But I mean, why does she get a spot at Mania? You usually have to fucking work for it.
I mean, Shayna Baszler is only in NXT because of Ronda Rousey.
Why is Triple H, Shane McMahon, Stephanie McMahon...
They're all in prominent because it's their company, I guess. I don't know, man. Vince McMahon... Vince McMahon's a fucking crazy fucking cat when it comes to his creative. Because like I said, I haven't really been too interested in the product for a long fucking time, dude. And I just watch it just because of it's force of habit at this point, It's just like I've always watched it.
Maybe I'll see something great.
Exactly, and then I don't want to miss that. Exactly, you don't want to miss that.
Yeah.
So Vince McMahon is just he's just fucking on his own end, and he knows what he wants to push and what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately he's a businessman, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just they're so over fucking bloated with so many awesome wrestlers on the roster that it's not everybody can main event WrestleMania and shit.
I'm not saying that everyone should.
Yeah, of course. I know you're not. No.
I think that maybe some of them are kind of well, we have plans for them in the future, but we got to do stuff at Mania in order to give them these plans in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Matt Hardy, Elias, which I think is money. I think Elias is money.
Oh, I think Elias is going to do something. He's going to have a performance at WrestleMania. That's what he's going to do. He's just gonna show up and fucking play a song in front of that stadium.
I think he should do more than that, but whatever.
I don't know.
He's at least getting a spotlight. Yeah. He's at least getting something.
I mean, that's more than what Matt Hardy's getting in a fucking battle royal. He's getting
thrown into a battle royal that people don't watch.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not gonna watch the 2-hour pre-show. 2 hours.
It's gonna be 7 fucking hours, dude. I don't know. Are we gonna watch the whole fucking I don't know. I kind of want to watch it in 7 hours. Might as well.
I don't know. Fuck it. If you want to, let's
I think we got to plan to watch the set. We got to dedicate, dude, and then afterwards we got to record episode 2 of this shit.
Yeah.
And give our feedback on WrestleMania and shit, man. So
yeah, who knows? They might surprise me.
Well, I mean, they got what did they got in the pre-show? They got fucking the 2 battle royals, and they got the Cruiserweight Championship, which I haven't really been paying too much attention to 205 Live, but from what I hear, it's been better over the last month or two.
Yeah, I heard previously.
Ever since Enzo got the rape rap.
That sucks. I mean, it
God.
sucks for her if it happened.
Of course.
I don't know the situation. I haven't really looked
into it.
We'll
let the authorities figure that out. Let's talk about WrestleMania and shit. And I'm just saying like
hand, that. If she's just conniving and not being truthful or whatever, and he didn't do it, then it sucks for him. Well, but I think just in general, the entire thing sucks because like
he was great. I loved Enzo Amore, man. I was digging his shit. Man. He was a dick. He was a fucking dick.
I did too. But if he did do that.
Well, then obviously he's a piece of shit.
It puts a bad light on wrestling, and even if he didn't do that, they're not going to cover. Oh, by the way, he didn't do that very well in the media.
He's never going. It's like
still
he's not getting hired back.
It's still going to put a bad light on wrestling.
Well, it's like Rich Swann. They mutually came to a agreement to let him go after he got suspended for that shit he got into with his wife, and he's not even getting charged with anything. They still let him go. Yeah. Yeah, you fucking.
But you know what I think they should do with the pre-shows?
What?
Of every pre-show? They should have a match with 205 Live and a match with NXT. Just to kind of give people who are like watching, looking forward to the main show. They watch the main shows. They don't really pay attention to the auxiliary stuff.
I was kind of hoping that Cruiserweight would go on on the actual show. I mean, I was hoping it's before it became
the card's pretty stacked as it is.
Yeah, but they could have moved like that. Before they added Rusev, they could have added Randy Orton.
There's another person. There's another person I think needs to have something better than just a.
Yeah.
Let's throw him into a 4-man. Why
Rusev?
Which is another thing. Why?
I know, and that was all last minute too.
Why is Raw and SmackDown doing the same exact shit?
They knew nobody wanted to see fucking Rusev. I know, right? The two triple.
What is Shane doing?
Yeah.
What is Shane doing?
Tag match. Stephanie doing?
What is Stephanie doing?
Stephanie.
She's probably got a staph infection.
Better watch that fucking mat, Stephanie.
But what's Stephanie doing? Tag match. What is what is the Intercontinental title doing?
It's a triple threat.
What is the U.S. title doing?
It was a triple threat till they made it Rusev Day.
Yeah, I'm glad. Rusev Day needed something, and I was like, "What are you gonna do? Just throw him into the fucking battle royal?"
That's all they were gonna fucking do.
The crowds have been chanting his name and shit. Rusev Day.
Well, that's just what they fucking do every time. The whole going back to Zack Ryder. It's like you get yourself over. They fucking shit all over you, dude.
Yeah, and they're like, "Nope, you're not going anywhere."
Yeah.
They want you to do this, but fuck you. We're not giving you shit.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
But yet.
Rusev, I love fucking Rusev.
I love Rusev. I love Elias. I love Braun. I love.
I like Aiden English too. I like
Aiden English.
I want Aiden.
He didn't have jack shit to do before this.
Fucking him and Simon Gotch and shit, the fucking vaudevillains or whatever.
Yeah, that was a terrible gimmick. They weren't doing shit.
No, he's way better off. He's
Aiden
way better
English
off
wasn't
now.
doing shit either. He wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
He was floundering, and then they put him with Rusev. And on paper, I would have been like, "Oh my god!"
Well, on paper, it looked like it was garbage. Yeah,
that is a shitty fucking gimmick. I don't know how they got it over. I mean, it's good.
It's talent,
but I mean,
dude.
On paper, if I saw this on paper or on the internet, I would have been like, "No, what the fuck? You're ruining Rusev.
Why are you taking Lana away from Rusev?
You're ruining Rusev, and then you stick him with Aiden English."
Yeah, no, of course.
But speaking of Braun, I think this ties into one of the questions I want to ask you is, why is Roman still getting a push, and do you like or dislike him?
I do like Roman Reigns, and I established this on the last podcast that we did. I just kind of think it's kind of the cool thing for people just to fucking be like, fuck Roman Reigns, It's like he's always consistently delivered a decent fucking match. I'm not saying,
but that's
the
point.
Best.
He's decent.
Yeah.
At top of the card, you expect Shawn Michaels.
We're very spoiled at this point.
You expect Psycho Sid. You expect Undertaker. You expect Steve Austin. You expect so on and so on and so on.
Yeah.
And we're getting Roman Reigns, who I think because of the boots that he wears, he moves around very awkwardly in the ring when he actually has to start going faster and stuff.
Well, I went and saw the WWE at the Sundome when they came through in October. And see, the best match of the night was Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns, dude.
Well, we'll see. I think I mentioned last time that Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns was
great. Yeah, you did. Yeah,
was the feud of the year last year.
Of course, yeah.
That was fucking great. And should he go over, and what should he do going forward? I think that Braun and Roman, I don't think they kind of fizzled out the feud that they had going on,
Right.
and then they put him in like 4-ways and 3-ways and so on with Brock.
Well, it's just like it pissed me off that
it didn't piss me off because I'm like, maybe they want in a year or two or so, 6 months, whatever, to bring them back together because the feud didn't exactly.
Well, it's kind of like that Rock
end.
Austin mentality of like, you know, you can bring them together at any point.
They take them away, they bring them back.
Yeah.
The Rock and Austin or Shawn and Brett.
Even CM Punk and Daniel Bryan there for a minute.
Yeah. So you could pull them apart and put them back.
Yeah.
I think he's going over. I think Roman's going over.
Well, of course.
I don't want him to, but
I get why people like. It's just I don't know because like they need to like he needs to just either be
heel or a face, or face.
I just want to see him beat people up, dude. Like that's the thing about Steve Austin.
Yes,
I
mentioned
love,
this
dude.
last time. Yeah. I want him to do what he did to
Triple H.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, of course.
But yet they keep going. He's this. He's that.
Yeah,
he's
and like
this,
I don't want to hear the
this,
smarmy fucking lines, dude. I just
Yeah.
want to hear like, you know, I'm fucking here to whoop your fucking ass, Brock Lesnar, and I'm gonna fucking do it at WrestleMania. I'd be like, oh, fucking take my money, Roman.
And I'm tired of this is my yard bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean after
they
Mania
gotta
last
gimmick
year,
him up with something though.
after Mania last year, he had so much heat. I mean,
Dude, that was
he
the
was in the
best,
ring for like
dude.
10 minutes getting
This
booed.
is my yard now, and just drops the mic. That was the
I
best,
can't believe
dude.
they started Raw out with 10 minutes of him
It's
getting
great.
booed solid.
And I just don't see why they can't just pull the trigger on the heel turn. Because people want to fucking boo him. Just let him fucking boo him. Like, well, Vince has got this whole, like, the whole Cena fucking shit. Like, if, you know, I don't know,
That is
man.
old. That is not
So
that is not
fucking
going
old,
to get
dude.
people over. It didn't get people over with The Rock. It's
Yeah.
not.
I think once Vince is gone, dude, I think Triple H and fucking Stephanie are straight up, or I'm sorry, Paul and fucking Stephanie. Paul Levesque are gonna fucking. I don't know. I see, you know, a lot of people talk shit about him and say that, you know, it's, you know, oh, it's just NXT. Da, da, da. I think he's taken 205 and he's fucking done a positive thing. So hopefully,
I haven't watched 205, so
I haven't either,
that's
but
what
I've heard commentary on it, and it's.
I've heard that he's doing pretty decent.
I've heard he's everything he touches,
which is
dude.
good.
Yeah. Like, he has a really good understanding of pro wrestling, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that old school fucking, like, NXT is fucking great. NXT is just, like,
Oh, and
that's
they're
wrestling,
bringing, what is it called?
the North American title?
Yes.
Yeah, they're getting a mid-card title finally.
title,
Fuck yeah, dude.
which I think is kind of NWA-ish.
Dude, me too. I thought it too, and that's Triple H all the way, dude.
Yeah.
He's an NWA fucking, that's what he grew up on with WWE and shit. Or the WWF. Whatever the fuck it was.
Well, the WWF was, I believe, when
It was Vince Sr. Yeah.
Vince J. McMahon?
Yeah, Vincent J. McMahon,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, but yeah, going back to the whole Roman Reigns thing, like, he's going over, but, you know, I wish they would just pull the trigger and just fucking, I mean, I think people are starting to kind of turn the corner, it seems like, but, I mean, you brought it up earlier, you're like, oh, they could just can that shit in, you know, you're like, oh, there's a Roman chant, you know.
But they could just can it in like they did with Goldberg.
Yeah, yeah.
Because according to some backstage in WCW, he was getting booed, and yet on TV you hear Goldberg.
I remember going to, when they came to Yakima, dude, that definitely wasn't piped in, dude. Everybody was chanting that shit, dude. Everybody was fucking chanting Goldberg.
Yeah.
I mean, that was Yakima. We never, like, everybody was like, fucking, it's Goldberg. I was so pissed. The one thing I was pissed off about that was the fact that the night before Hulk Hogan, like, hurt his leg or whatever.
Yeah.
And I found out years later after reading his book that was bullshit. He didn't really get injured. He just fucking, that was just getting him off TV.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it just pissed me off because, like, I want to see Hulk. I've never seen Hulk Hogan in person.
Same thing with Kiss. They
know.
played the same fucking set list all 5 years with the reunion.
Yeah.
And the farewell and the Psycho Circus tour.
Right.
And they canceled Yakima because they needed more preparation and rehearsal for Europe.
That's such bullshit.
That's
Well, it's just
so
Yakima.
bullshit.
Yakima just sucks, apparently.
Yeah, they're like...
like, they see that on the calendar, like, well, I'll go to Tacoma, but fuck Yakima.
I think they did actually go to Tacoma and Seattle.
Ah, that's
and they
horrible.
said, fuck Yakima.
Who the fuck booked Yakima? Oh my gosh, dude, that's fucking
I think they were
hilarious.
mad. They were probably like, fuck that, we're not going there.
I thought we were going to Spokane. Fucking jeez. So
now, do you think Brock is leaving? And if so, what the fuck is different this time than previous times?
he just wants to go whoop ass, dude.
They've played this card a couple times in the past.
Well, I just think after him fighting Mark Hunt and going to UFC 200 and just whooping the shit out of him, I think he's gonna serve his suspension for the next this is basically it, dude. Like he's gonna enter back into the USADA testing, and he's going back for one more run as UFC, and they're gonna put him up against fucking Stipe, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Brock Lesnar in the UFC, I'm looking forward to it.
I don't want Brock to go because
I'm so bored with it though, dude. He does the same shit. I don't know, man. It's just kind of boring at this point.
yeah, I get that. But I mean, we don't really have. If we had, I don't know, Roman Reigns actually doing what he should be fucking doing, it'd be like,
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of get it from Braun, but it seems like he has a leash, and sometimes they let the dog off the leash, and I'm not talking a big dog. Sometimes they let sometimes they let the dog off the leash and let him fucking flip over cars, which, I mean, the way they shoot it and everything, it's obvious that something is helping him flip the car.
It's entertainment.
But it's meant to be entertainment. It's not supposed to be real.
Right, of course. Yeah, I just, I don't know, man. Just Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. I'm looking forward to the match. I'm looking forward to the match if they actually beat the living shit out of each other. I hope they do, because there needs to be color.
Yeah, there needs to be color.
I need to go back and rewatch their 31 match here this week.
The 31 match was...
I went back last week and rewatched the Undertaker Roman Reigns match, and I definitely feel like the match was a lot better. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was sloppy, but it was a lot better than what I remember it being when I first watched it. But then again, WrestleMania was 6 hours that year, and now it's 7. So by the end of the end of the night, you're just like, let's just get this fucking over at this point. And but no, I'm looking forward to that match though, and I'm happy that Brock's gonna go fight in the UFC. Question is though, what about Paul Heyman now?
He said he's leaving.
He's just gonna leave.
He said he's leaving too. He said, "Fuck you guys, I'm out."
All right. I guess as Paul Heyman says, "Fuck you guys." Fuck you guys.
So if Brock leaves, I guess Roman is
he's big dog.
Guy.
He's top guy.
But I mean, back in the day, they didn't have the fucking champion there every day. And having the champion there every day.
Well, it's like NXT model, you don't see the world champion in the ring every single fucking.
Yeah, you don't need to.
But dude, that's part of the problem though. Is there's so much. There's
TV.
Too much. There's too much professional wrestling out there. It's so don't get me wrong. We're going through a golden fucking age right now.
Remember, I was telling you earlier. The rumor mill has it that USA may or may not renew their contract for 2019.
Dope.
And Fox Sports is thinking about picking them up
and putting them on broadcast television.
And they are saying that it may go to 2 hours instead of the 3 hours.
That would be so fucking. And plus, I don't have cable, so that would just make it so much easier to watch professional wrestling. At least Monday Night Raw. And 2 hours is sign me up.
Well, it's going to be on Fox Sports. I don't like a regular.
No, I thought that I heard the rumor that they put it on Fox, dude, because that would be
no, it's Fox Sports from what I understand.
Well, yeah, but Fox in general owns they can put it on Fox. If it's all of them at the same company.
Well, that would make sense because I don't know if everyone has Fox Sports. Whereas everyone has Fox.
If you have cable,
they say, "Yeah, fuck you. We're giving it free to everyone else. Doesn't pay."
I heard the rumor it was going on. If they did acquire the rights, it would be on Raw would be on the actual Fox on Mondays on their actual national,
Well,
station.
then I can watch it because I don't have fucking Fox.
You don't have Fox?
No.
How the fuck do you not have Fox?
Well, I'll make this quick, but the people who own Fox told Charter, and they've pulled this with other.
No shit.
They've pulled this with other cable companies and so on, and providers that.
So they just removed Fox from. Well, you just get it from
they want more money,
antenna, dude.
They want more money, and it's like
it's free. I still get it for free on over the air
channel.
Yeah, just get one of those.
But
cable
if you
boxes.
pay for cable, they want an exorbitant amount of
fuck
money.
Cable, dude. I'm so fucking over cable.
I think in the next 10 years, the reason why they're packaging it with internet and everything is basically cable's going to turn into basically a package deal with internet, and for this amount of money pick 3 streaming channels and so on, and for this amount of money pick 12 and so on and so forth. What matches are you most and least excited about?
What were we talking about before? I feel like we
well, you were talking about is Brock leaving.
But them going to Fox. Okay, yeah. Okay, so totally cool about that. Yeah. Okay, so go ahead. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
What matches are you most and least excited about?
Okay, so for WrestleMania this year, what I think it's a good time to maybe pull up the list of matches. Maybe we can just go through and
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, just go ahead and go there. I think if you oh, there you go, 2010s. We're on Wikipedia, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Wikipedia for hooking us up with the list.
34.
34 is where we're at. Mercedes-Benz Superdome.
Matches.
There we are. All right, so let's just start with the top. Yeah.
From what we understand, and these aren't in order, they're just a guess. I assume there's. I'm going to combine these two because they're both the same. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and the Fabulous the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. we don't know who this fabulous
Who's that
person is. We don't know who that is.
It's just to get people on the show. I mean, people I don't get it, man, because like I always thought that with WrestleMania, it's the fucking biggest fucking show of the year. Like you should earn your spot, which I guess Vince McMahon is just being a loyal fucking person. He's like, well, you work for me all year, get everybody on the fucking show. So I hope Matt Hardy wins. Personally, the WrestleMania.
But I mean, it would matter. It would matter if the Andre the Giant Battle Royal actually meant something.
Oh, it doesn't mean shit, of course. Yeah. But
it's like a token gesture.
Somebody's gonna smash a fucking trophy. I mean, that's obviously gonna happen. And
I hope on Monday the next night he fucking throws that thing in the river of.
He deletes it.
Yeah, he throws it in the river of what is that called?
Oh, the
lake of reincarnation. Yes.
Yeah, and then it pulls it out. It's like the old fucking winged fucking 1990, 1980, late 80s fucking WWE championship. He's like, fuck you, Roman. Fuck you.
Yeah,
whoever.
Or it's the $1 Million Championship or something cool like that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Badass, dude. And then Bray Wyatt comes back as IRS and shit, dude. He's like the
IRS Junior.
Yeah, right?
He's related to him.
No, I know. Yeah, it's his like dad or whatever.
Yeah. As for the WrestleMania,
some VK
women's
Wall Street.
Yeah, he was Wall Street.
Yeah, VK. I remember seeing him with WCW. But yeah, okay, so and for the women's battle royal, kind of the same again. We're just trying to get everybody on there. It's kind of, I don't expect anything really special because they just did the women's the Royal Rumble from.
Look, there's gonna be people going this way and that way, like constantly throughout the match, and they're just gonna run through it. And
yeah, I think
there might be spots.
I hope like Sasha. I hope it comes down to Sasha or Bayley because I was actually really enjoying their.
You're right. It needs to come down to Sasha and Bayley.
Yep.
And I think Bayley really needs, because we've gone through with Sasha being a bitch to her.
Who's the heel in this though? At this point, is it Sasha or is
Sasha's a bitch? I think
she's still a bitch because like last time
I know that Bayley's getting
she's getting sick of fucking Sasha's shit basically.
Yeah, but I think it's Sasha that's the heel.
Okay. Well, I hope they do something with Bayley. So fuck it, I'll choose Bayley on that one.
Yeah.
What do you think? Who do you think's going over on these ones?
Who I think and who I'd like to go over are two different people.
Okay, well, lay it out.
Who I think is going to go over based on who I assume is going to be in it, considering they're not anywhere else in the card. I don't know. Maybe Elias might win the Andre the Giant. And
do you think Elias is going to be in it?
He might.
He might as well be. I mean,
he might. He's not doing anything else other than
technically anything that's advertised at least. Of course. So you think they may give it to Elias then?
Yeah, if he's not with Braun.
Okay.
And I think probably they're going to give it to Sasha.
Sasha,
she's been on a losing streak.
What about Becky though? Becky kind of needs it. She hasn't been doing shit lately.
Yeah.
Man. Becky Lynch. I like Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I like Becky Lynch, but she's kind of been destroyed basically in terms of not.
She's
giving
just
her
Charlotte's
useful,
little bitch, basically.
Not giving her anything useful and so on.
And she's fucking hot, so we'll go ahead and yeah.
But I'd like Bayley to win, but I think Sasha's going to win.
Okay.
Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. I don't watch the cruiserweight stuff, so really I couldn't care less.
Can't give a... honestly, I remember watching Cedric Alexander back in Ring of Honor. I remember briefly, because I remember
watching Ring of Honor on Channel 6 or something.
Yeah, it's still on there. One of the rare episodes that I caught, I saw Cedric Alexander on there, and he was like just an
I think I watched Kevin Owens
Kevin Steen? Yeah. Dude, no, I remember watching them on that, the HD TV or whatever they were on. It was like the same shit that, like, it's like...
I thought it was like Channel 6 or something.
Well, now it is. Now it's on KIMA and shit. Cause it was
KIMA.
Yeah, but before they got bought by Sinclair, when it was still with the other fucking dude, I forget the dude's name. But yeah, they were on like HD TV, and it was like a cable fucking show. Oh, that's
cool.
But anyway, going back, like I remember seeing Cedric Alexander from there. Apparently Mustafa Ali's pretty fucking badass. So yeah. I'm looking forward to the match, dude. I want to give it to Cedric though. I want Cedric to fucking win it.
I've not paid enough attention, so I really don't know.
So that's probably going to be the main event of the pre-show, most likely.
Possibly, but I think it might work better if it was between the two battle royals to kind of give them a buffer.
Yeah, and then start from. So the next match is Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon.
Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
You know,
I think they're probably going to give it to Daniel and Shane because, I mean, what's the point of bringing Daniel back if he's just going to job?
Dude, and what the fuck is up with Shane McMahon wrestling this fucking match? Dude, the motherfucker has diverticulitis or whatever the fuck. Like,
I don't.
He just had a mild fucking, and he's like, yeah, I got staph, I got fucking, all this shit. Hurry
what the fuck is up with Shane? Like last year, wasn't he injured like right before Mania or something?
I think so. I know.
He was in like a plane crash or something.
Oh no, yeah, he had that. Yeah, that emergency plane landing there or whatever. Yeah.
And I thought it crashed or maybe didn't completely crash.
Yeah, no shit.
It was a rough landing.
No shit. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't see it going any other way. I mean, Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon are going to win. I mean, we had the added stipulation that if
Kevin and Sami don't win, they're out of the company.
They're out of the company.
But I think Raw's going to pick them up. They're going to job, and I think Raw's going to pick them up.
I think so. That's probably what's going to happen.
Just maybe to fuck with Shane McMahon and have something going between Shane and Steph again.
Well, like I said, dude, this is like my favorite. This is like the one thing I am truly, I understand it's not main event level, but like I'm truly looking forward to seeing Daniel Bryan in a wrestling ring again, doing what he does best.
Yeah. Now, what I'd like to see is I'd like to see this in some form for both of these matches that are basically the same as we discussed. But
yeah,
I'd like to see Daniel Bryan, Kevin, and Sami basically heel on Shane.
That would be badass, 100%, dude.
During the end of the match as the finish or after the match.
Yeah, no, I totally can get behind because it kind of feels like that's what's going to happen, right?
Here's how I think it should go. Kevin and Sami start healing on Shane. Daniel Bryan maybe outside of the ring, maybe he's inside the ring. You think he's going to start attacking Kevin and Sami, and maybe he does a little bit.
Right.
But then at some point he gets knocked down, he comes back in, and you think he's going to help again. But this time he acts like he's going to hit one of them, and he actually turns on Shane, and they just
beats the shit out of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be badass, but just in the land of baby faces with Roman Reigns and shit, I don't think they're going to turn him heel, man. Especially with that yes chant, dude. They're yeah. That'd be awesome if that's what happened, though.
Yeah.
I'd be totally down for that.
Who do you think is going to win that match?
For the Daniel Bryan Shane McMahon? I'm Daniel Bryan Shane McMahon, I think.
Why?
Why? What?
I mean, it's kind of obvious why.
Well, it's just the baby face, the big baby face return. Like fucking.
Well, it's WrestleMania too.
As Bruce Richards say, Hogan must pose. Like fucking the baby face that has to pose. It's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
The good feel moment of the night.
Feel good
moment of the night with Daniel Bryan coming back. It would have been cooler if it was like a one-on-one match, but I'm glad to see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn teaming up at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking badass, and like I've been big fans of both of them for a long time. So I
don't really care for Sami and Kevin at all, but I think
I'm a big ska guy, so Sami Zayn.
But I think they're heels, so I mean,
yeah, they're
doing their job.
I think
I'm supposed to not like them, so I mean, I do like some heels. Like I thought Rick Rude was great.
Yeah.
Jake the Snake Roberts was the heel for a lot of his run. And
Jake the Snake was great, yeah.
But moving on to Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
possibly could go on last depending on the night, dude. Like there's possibly that this match could go on the main event, and
it doesn't need to go on last.
I'm curiously optimistic about Ronda Rousey in the WWE, man. Like I understand.
I'm expecting a dumpster fire.
I'm expecting Kurt Angle and Triple H to wrestle the majority of the match, and for that aspect, I am excited.
With Ronda and
yeah.
But one thing I really hate about this is the fourth element of mixed match challenge. It's just awful. Yeah,
it's the ultimate. Like I think you brought that up. It's the ultimate mixed match challenge, man. Like it's, it is what it is, and it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a fun match. I mean, it sucks they couldn't get The Rock for it.
It seems really.
It would have been a lot
forced.
funner if it was The Rock and Ronda Rousey.
It would mean a lot more because of a couple years ago or last year, or whatever.
31,
it was. 31,
yeah.
Where it was, Triple H and Stephanie, and they were kind of sparring.
Like I was pretty
Rock
stoked on that
Ronda.
moment, dude. That was a fun moment when that happened.
I've heard that they were trying to get The Rock.
But his movie insurance wouldn't allow him to do the match, basically. So
understandable.
Well, after that Cena fucking match, dude, he fucking tore his pectoral muscle and shit. And I'm pretty sure they had to delay fucking some production. So. Ultimately though, I am excited for the match though. I want to see Kurt Angle versus Triple H.
I'm not excited for the match because it's just like for these last two matches, a lot less actually for Daniel Bryan.
Right.
But for these two matches, I kind of want someone else to get a spot.
Yeah, no, I can understand having
the kids
sour
get a
grapes
spot.
on that.
Why does the stepson the son-in-law get a spot, and so on.
Yeah,
but
I can understand the reasoning behind that.
I know I mentioned earlier how I'd like the ending to go, and it being kind of the same for these two.
Right.
But I'm not as committed to one over the other. But
I want to see Ronda Rousey just be a badass. And I'm kind of like, that the lead up with her, the last one, like the smiling and everything. It's
that is lame.
It's so fucking stupid, dude. Like she just needs to be that. Like, what did she do in the UFC, dude? She fucking power walked to the fucking ring and just beat the shit out of bitches. Like that was what made her so great. How can WWE fuck that up?
I don't know. Fuck do they fuck? Taz has said they fucked up lots of shit with her.
You
need to bring her out there, make her a machine. She needs to no sell shit.
Yeah, of course.
But as for who I think should, heel along with Triple H and Stephanie on the other, it could go either way.
They could just be a dick and screw her, but I think again, Hogan must pose and babyface.
I think they should heel on Ronda Rousey for some reason.
Right.
Like, say, because they wanted to make her look vulnerable, they wanted to make her a baby face. They want girls to look up to her as being approachable. And something to kind of, empower women.
Fuck that, dude. So I'm sorry, but fuck that. I want to see my pro wrestling, I want to see people get beat up, motherfuckers. I don't need no role model. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I feel you there, but I kind of think that might be one way they would go.
I see what you mean, yeah. Of course.
But I'd also like to see the three of them, Ronda, Triple H, and Stephanie, just heel on fucking Kurt. That would also be interesting.
That'd be she goes the Seth Rollins route and just fucking joins up with the Authority and shit. That'd be cool. That'd be interesting.
But again, it's WrestleMania, so I think they're gonna go with the babyface.
Hogan must pose.
Yeah.
So
they usually with WrestleMania they have that. Whereas a lot of times we'll have tons of stuff that's controversial or that the fans kind of don't agree with, but it's meant to further storyline.
Yeah.
With WrestleMania, they kind of do maybe one or two things to kind of tweak it a little, whereas everything else kind of going
pretty straightforward.
Well, how would the fans want this? So on.
Yeah. No, for sure, 100%, man.
Oh god.
So what's our next match? I know, it's like we're going to be here all night fucking reading these fucking matches out. There's 14 fucking matches on this fucking card.
Well, no, that's not what I'm getting at. Hold on, let's count the tag matches here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tag matches.
That's unprecedented for WrestleMania, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole Vince McMahon, gotta get everybody on that fucking show, motherfuckers. Pay everybody.
Well, Vince McMahon doesn't really like tag matches, it seems.
Well, he doesn't. But
yeah, we have 4 here.
Title scene, that's for sure. So,
but anyways, we have the Usos versus the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. The Bludgeon Brothers are being built up, but I think they're stalling. I think they did something
Well, it's like that promo from
Fastlane.
SmackDown this week, dude. Fucking, it was like they got the
Fastlane
fucking
or-
selling the network shit. What kind of bullshit was that?
I don't know.
I want to see the Bludgeon Brothers win it, dude. Because I'm, dude, a big fan of Luke Harper, Eric Rowan. I think they fucking have just, they've, you know, fucking been lackeys for Hart or for Wyatt for all those years, and it's just
Yeah.
like it's give them their due, dude.
It's
They
good to
deserve
see
it.
that they're getting a push.
Of course.
I'm not sure if I entirely agree with it, like everything they're doing and so on.
Yeah,
I think one of the reasons
yeah.
is because they weren't gone that long.
Those promos, man, are fucking gonna go down in history, though, man. Those fucking vignettes, dude.
Yeah.
Harper, Rowan, Bludgeon Brothers. Like, that's fucking great.
Cesaro and Sheamus versus Braun Strowman. I don't know how they're gonna fucking do a finish with this, but I think it's gonna be a DQ or a count out.
You think so? I think Strowman's gonna take it. I think Strowman's gonna win the tag titles. I think.
Well, that is stupid. I don't want him winning the tag titles. What the fuck is he gonna do? Drop it next week?
Well, it's the kind of the fun factor though going into the match is who's his fucking tag
He's
partner.
gonna be his fucking tag partner. That's what it needs to be.
Yeah.
Like
Just
he
needs
pulled
to be like,
it,
fuck you.
he pulled it on Raw kind of when he
Yeah.
brought out Brains Strowman.
Yeah.
You know.
Who do you think that they could pair up with them?
I don't know. Some people think it might be Elias. Some people thought it was Rey Mysterio, but I think he signed with Lucha, not Lucha Underground. But
Oh,
someone
the
else.
one out at fucking Nashville. I forget the fucking Ariel
Lucha Dore or something.
Yeah, I read something.
Arrow
like,
Lucha.
Arrow Lucha. Like he signed on, but like he's only doing limited appearances, and plus he's doing the New Japan thing too.
Yeah.
But he tore that fucking muscle though, dude. So
Yeah.
he's out.
I don't know. It's going to be exciting, but I'm not sure how they're going to finish it. I'm not sure who they're going to pair up with him.
I think
It's
the obvious choice is fucking James Ellsworth, man. I mean, they just let him go, but like that's the obvious choice in my opinion. You know, bring him back for that feel good moment, let him win the tag titles, and then let him
drop
fucking then drop it a week later. You know, like or you know, I don't know. I think that would probably be the best feel good moment of that, but I think Strowman though ultimately is going to win it.
Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax.
Oh man, everybody's all up in arms. Oh, she's making fun of her because she's fat. Oh, snark.
This has body positivity movement all over it. Did you see her promo interview thing that she did in the last Raw?
Yeah.
It was all about that between the lines.
Yeah,
that's what it was between the lines.
She was like, I don't know. I've always liked Nia Jax. I think she's a pretty lady. So you know, like I think she's ultimately gonna take it. But I think just
chubby chaser.
Fucking kudos. I have
Don't
kudos
get me wrong.
to.
Don't get me
No,
wrong.
no,
I like
no,
some
you're
chubby. Good. I like some chubby in moderation. I just think she's a little.
She's
like,
a little.
she's
She's The Rock's cousin. Look at The Rock, man. That guy is fucking huge.
I think she's a little too big.
Samoan princess right there, man. She's a Samoan princess.
But the reason I don't like it is because A, how is someone going to beat her and make it believable? And B, her matches are kind of samey.
Well, she's definitely like she probably
Which I don't
should have
really
been
have
brought
much
up when
of
she
a-
was. I mean, she
I
wasn't
don't have
very
much room.
experienced.
Yeah.
She's learning on the job for sure.
Yeah, she's learning on the job, definitely. But I mean, I don't really have much room to complain because I'm a Brock fan, I'm a Braun fan.
Yeah.
And people could argue that they're one note, basically.
Yeah, of course. No, 100%.
So,
no, I like Nia and like I like Alexa though. I really do. Honestly, this last couple of years, dude. Like even when she was in NXT, I always thought she was super hot. When she was doing the fucking manager thing for Buddy and was it Buddy and Gunner? Looking, I don't fucking know. Buddy and Murphy, Buddy Murphy or whatever. I don't know.
She used to be skinnier, not like skinny, but she used to be skinnier.
Tiny. She is a tiny fucking girl, dude. I don't know, man.
So I don't know why she gained a bunch of weight. I don't know.
Who?
Nia Jax.
Oh, Nia Jax? I don't know, man. Maybe she's just like, you get out of fucking Raw on a Monday night. What's open, McDonald's? I don't fucking know. You know, so I have no idea why she would be like that. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I think Nia Jax is probably going to take it, though. But, I mean, this could be the one where they're like, nope, Alexa's going to win. They could swerve us.
It might be that, but remind me to talk about something after we talk about the other women's match, which brings up Charlotte Flair versus Asuka.
Charlotte Flair versus Asuka, man. Now, this is like somewhat of a dream match, right? Like, it kind of feels like that. I mean, The streak. What
Did you see her
versus
face
what
when
could
she-
have been the
Did
streak?
you see
Fucking.
her face when she did that promo thing for Mixed Match Challenge that I
I
sent
didn't
you?
fucking watch that. No,
I mean
see
the
that.
promo that I sent you.
I didn't watch it. No.
No? What is up with her face? Her face looks fucking.
Would you Flair?
It's bloated or swollen.
Which
or,
one? Oh, Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
Well, she had like dental surgery, so that's why she missed the Mixed Match Challenge the week before.
Does that swell your face up all over, like
Sucking
your
too much
entire face?
Some
Or...
penis? I don't fucking know.
But yeah, it looked really swollen and kind of like weird. And
Well,
her
it's because
eyes
she
were
had
kinda
like dental
swollen.
surgery. I guess, man. I didn't realize that her face was all that fucked
Huh.
up. I didn't hear about that.
I've been telling you a whole bunch of different reasons why I think Asuka is jobbing at
I've
Mania
heard.
and why
Yeah.
I think the streak is ending at Mania.
It's possible.
Shall I go into it real quick?
I think you can. Yeah, you definitely got time to go into that. Yeah.
Who are the two people who made the Undertaker job at Mania?
Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns
And they are
fighting for the world championship this year.
Yeah, they're in
and
a
the
match
same,
together.
Yeah.
Okay. What you may not remember this, but I know I told you. What pay-per-view was it that Charlotte lost her first pay-per-view match?
It was
Because she had a pay-per-view streak for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah,
long.
that's what I was saying. It could have been the streak versus streak, but
Yeah.
they fucked that up last year. It was Fastlane, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
where did she decide who she was going, Asuka, where did she decide who she was going to challenge?
Fastlane.
Charlotte at Fastlane.
Yeah. Right.
Where are they having it at? At WrestleMania.
Oh, where Undertaker lost the fucking streak.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Superdome. That's a valid fucking. I can get behind
I see
that.
hints
yeah.
all over.
Yeah.
Who came out when she...
That's
when
solid wrestling theory, Cody.
Asuka. Who came out when Asuka won the Royal Rumble?
Fucking Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who lost her streak before leaving the UFC.
They just don't like streaks. Fuck WWE, dude.
I think they're going to end her
Streaks.
streak. But if it's not Charlotte,
I can see it.
if it's not Charlotte that ends her streak, don't forget
Yep.
Carmella.
Oh, you got Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is in play this Sunday. Yep, that's very true.
It's definitely in play.
And just what they had the tease on Tuesday this
They've been
week.
teasing this a couple times so that Natalia could beat Charlotte Flair.
You know, I just gotta kind of interrupt here. Just one side thing about the whole lead up to this match is like, what the fuck is up with Asuka being on Raw still? Like, she challenged fucking Charlotte. Like, doesn't that mean, like, in years
Well,
past,
that's
like, when
another reason
Benoit
why
won the Royal Rumble and he challenged Triple H for the world title, he didn't stay on SmackDown, dude. He went to
she's
fucking
been
Raw.
on both. She's been on both.
Has
some.
she been going back and forth? Okay.
Kind of.
Okay.
But see, she's mostly been doing stuff in Raw,
Mm.
but she does, like, promos to kind of push the feud.
Okay, that
with
makes
her on
sense.
SmackDown.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I just
But-
like, what the fuck?
But that's another reason why I don't think, unless they plan on switching them or bringing her over to SmackDown or something, that's why another reason why I think she's jobbing. But is it specific that Carmella cannot challenge Alexa Bliss or Nia Jax, whoever wins that one?
Well, it was a SmackDown pay-per-view that she won it on.
Yeah, but does that mean that she can't challenge?
I don't think it's ever been officially said that she can't. That could be. See, that's a good. I didn't really think about that, but yeah.
I never heard that it was specific.
It never.
That she
They
had to
never. I don't
challenge
think
for
they've
the SmackDown
stated it.
title.
Yeah. No, I think you're right, dude. I don't think they've.
So
stated
that
it
could be
100%.
interesting.
For sure.
Who's she going to cash in on? At what point is she going to cash in?
Yeah, make it.
She's got to cash in soon, though, doesn't she?
Before the pay-per-view, and that's in June. So
she doesn't have much longer.
She's only got
She
like
could
2
pull
months.
Seth Rollins, like right at the end of the match when they're both like laying
Bam!
there,
Bam! Make a triple threat.
and just run out there.
Yeah. I'm thinking, dude, honestly, though, I'm hoping Asuka wins, and I hope that what I'm hoping they do is that Asuka wins, and then they build up for a year her and Ronda Rousey. I want to see Asuka versus Ronda Rousey.
And some people's.
I want to see that,
Stance.
dude. WrestleMania 35, dude.
That might be
and let
interesting.
that be the women's match that headlines WrestleMania for the first time. Like, fuck it. Like, do it. Book it, WWE. That's what I'm
Book it.
hoping for.
So, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode.
Robert Roode.
Yeah, I almost called him Robert Roode. Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal, and Rusev.
Fucking Rusev, man. I'm happy that they brought Rusev into this match. I'm really looking forward to hopefully Rusev Day being victorious and winning that U.S. Championship.
Yeah, that'd be nice, but I mean, we had, like a five people for 7 or whatever
Right.
on the last 2 pay-per-views. So I think having 2 of these, it's
I
sort of
agree.
getting a little boring.
Well, I agree that, yeah, definitely.
Elimination Chamber,
Yeah.
we had, was it 6 or 7?
7. Plus the women's.
And it started out as a triple threat, basically.
Yep.
And then each of them came out, and then it was 7.
You know, I like,
and then the next pay-per-view we had 5, 6. How many people was at the last?
5-way. Yeah, it was a 5-way.
No, it was 6.
Was it
John
6-pack?
Cena, Baron Corbin.
You're right. Yeah, it was a 6-pack. Yeah.
Someone else.
It was
Sami
AJ,
Zayn, Sammy, and Kevin.
Yeah, Baron Corbin, Dolph, and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, Dolph. That was the 6th one.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about him for the. Maybe he wins the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Maybe.
But no, I kind of get what you're saying though. Kind of getting back to the lazy booking. It's like, oh, a triple threat for the U.S. title, triple threat for the Intercontinental. It's like same fucking. It should be separate story. They should have individual storylines going into this. But like specifically though for this match, I mean a lot of people
kind of dropped the ball on the mid card titles.
Yeah, they've been dropping the ball for the last like 15 fucking years on this shit, dude.
Yeah,
fucking
kind of. Yeah, I can see where you're going.
But like, I
hope Rusev wins as well.
Yeah,
Jinder Mahal is a boring champion.
He overachieved. He overachieved. That's for sure.
He's a boring heel. He's a boring champion. I don't get why he had why he had the belt last year for 6 months.
Like you said, he overachieved.
The only reason I could see it is because he's Indian. Isn't he Indian?
He's a dot Indian. He's got the dot. Yep.
And there,
India,
if you read the Facebook pages and stuff, they have lots of Indian fans.
Yeah,
so
they're definitely trying to break into the. Well, it's just kind of funny how that all ended with his WWE Championship reign. Was like they took the belt off him 2 weeks before they went to India. And then he went there and still lost to Triple H or whoever the fuck he wrestled.
Yeah, that was
stupid. Fucking stupid, WWE.
The Miz, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor.
Wait, just really quick. Bobby Roode needs to turn heel. Fucking straight up. Randy Orton, he can fucking lose. He's fucking.
I know they're not related, but I think Bobby Roode.
I love Randy Orton still, so
Bobby Roode needs to pull a Ravishing.
Yeah, he needs to go heel.
I know they're not. I know they're not related. I don't know why they have similar names or the same name.
It's a working name, dude. That's a working name. That's not her last name.
But yeah, I think he needs to go heel. I agree with you there. Randy Orton, I think he's John Cena at this point for SmackDown in terms of he's kind of.
Well, they're not. They can't.
He's a name they can bring out when they need to. When they need to kind of bolster the card a little bit. But he's sort of at the end of his.
He's definitely moving towards the end of his career. That's for sure, man.
Okay, now The Miz, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor.
Okay. This match, I think, could possibly steal the show. And I think just specifically that Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, and even The Miz, I probably just pissed the fuck off that, they're saddled with, the Intercontinental title. And they're just like, yeah, let's fucking kill it. I think...
I could see them hot-shotting it and being showboats about it.
I hope so. Fuck you guys. They're going to put on a show.
I come back from a knee injury or a rotator cuff injury or something
whatever
like that.
It was. Yeah, both of them, dude.
Yeah, they both came back, and what do you give them? You don't give them jack shit.
Nothing.
And who made that fucking... I heard it was one of the most highest-rated Raws so far this year, where they did the before Elimination Chamber, they did the gauntlet match.
Yeah, that gauntlet match.
And that was great. It was 2 hours.
Yeah.
It starts off with wrestling.
Seth Rollins is Mr. Monday Night now, man, for sure. 100%. He is. Dude, I love Seth Rollins. I love Finn Balor.
RVD.
Dude, for sure.
Not in the same style.
Yeah, of course. But he's taking the moniker. That's for sure.
Yeah, I get what
Yeah, but no, and I like the Miz too, man. I like all three of the wrestlers. I personally, it's hard, dude, because I want to see Finn and Seth both win. And honestly, I hope they feud. I hope after this, the feud continues, dude. I want to see more Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, dude. They're two of my favorite fucking wrestlers on WWE. And it's I want to give it to Seth, though, because he wins it. He's grand champion. So give it to fucking Seth.
I thought Finn was better in NXT because they had something for him to do. And it kind of feels like since he's come back.
Yeah.
Because I know when he first came to WWE, he had something to do. But then he got injured and he comes back and they sort of didn't know what to do with him. They saddled him with that fucking Bray Wyatt thing.
Well, then he lost to fucking Kane Bray Wyatt. Shit. It was like, we got to build fucking Kane for the millionth fucking time. Fuck you. Stupid.
But they saddled him with Bray. Bray tries the Sister Abigail gimmick that didn't fucking
stupid.
work.
That shit sucked so bad.
It was awful. And what made it really awful was the fact that they tried to ham fist some Norman Bates in there.
Yeah.
It was really fucking terrible.
I was way happy.
Let me ask you something. Was Norman Bates at the end of that movie of Psycho? Was he dressed up as Mother and he wouldn't even hurt a fly and all this shit? No, he was not dressed up as Mother. He was himself.
Right.
But his psyche had taken over. The mother's psyche had taken over.
Yeah.
So what the fuck were they doing?
Probably that. They were probably trying to rip off fucking Psycho.
Well, they were. He quoted the line
Did he?
verbatim.
Okay.
It was awful.
I just remember out of that feud, though, seeing that Finn Balor fucking AJ Styles match at that TLC pay-per-view, fucking phenomenal. It was so great. But kind of just getting back to that match, dude, I'm going to give it to fucking
Wasn't
Seth,
AJ
though.
Styles filling in for someone, and he was on the other...
He was in South America and shit, yeah.
He was on the other...
SmackDown tour.
Well, yeah, but it was a Raw pay-per-view, wasn't it?
Yeah. He was filling in for Bray, because, like, Bray... Like,
oh, yeah.
Because, like, Roman and them got, like, fucking the kissing disease or whatever the fuck that shit was, and they fucking, like, got all sick and shit, and it was like...
Yeah, sure they got sick. At least Bray. I think Bray fucking... They were kind of like, this isn't working. How about we kind of rate him out and say
you were in
sick.
that car with Roman? Oh, yeah. Sick, right? Get the fuck out of here.
Yep, bye.
Bye, Sister Abigail.
AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. This is the match that everyone online thinks should end the pay-per-view.
I agree 100%.
I agree, and I think it's very rare when you get a match together where you just don't give a shit who wins. And I don't mean that in the sense that we don't give a shit about the match or we don't give a shit about the people.
Yeah.
But
either way, we're in for a treat.
We don't give a shit because we're in for a great match, and we could see it going both ways and it still being good and for both of them.
Either outcome, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Unless AJ Styles shits all over fucking Shinsuke Nakamura in the middle of this fucking Superdome, I'm gonna walk away a happy camper. So.
Yeah, same here. I might be a little disappointed it didn't go a long last.
I kind of want to see AJ take it though. I mean, if I'm like honest about it, I love AJ Styles, dude.
Because he's had a couple title shots, and I think it's time.
I think ultimately that's what's gonna happen.
I think it's time, but I hope if he gets it, that Vince isn't going to change his mind 2 weeks later and go,
Money in the Bank's around the corner.
I want him to job.
Yeah, do the job, Shinsuke. Do the job.
He probably can't even say his name. Which, speaking of Shinsuke not being able to say his name, they have been doing this shit with fucking Asuka. I know I'm jumping back to the Asuka match. But it's kind of pissing me off that they keep making fun of the way she talks, and I know it's only a matter of time before they make fun of the way Shinsuke talks.
He's been doing better on his promos, it seems like.
Yeah, he has. But I mean, I'm not PC, but I don't agree with them talking shit.
I don't agree with that.
About their accent or the way they talk.
It's petty shit.
I know Alexa Bliss is...
I'm so sick of Michael Cole anyway, so like...
Well, no, it was Alexa Bliss who was making fun of Asuka and how she talked. She said, I don't remember how she said, what she said, but she said...
Yeah, well, what was it? Jinder did the whole fucking, he did that whole thing, like, during that SummerSlam build. He fucking made fun of fucking Shinsuke, too.
He did?
And that got so much fucking heat, dude.
I don't remember that, but...
Yeah, no, he did the whole, stereotypical, Asian, accent.
Well, see, the reason I don't remember is because I kind of tune out.
Yeah. Jinder Mahal, yeah. Probably for the best, Cody.
But I know Alexa Bliss is a heel, but I mean, come on. What the fuck is she doing?
Yeah.
Making fun of her accent. I think that is cheap heat.
Cheap heat all the way, bro. Cheap heat all the way. But
anyways, back on topic.
AJ
Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
I think Shinsuke's going to take it, but personally, if I had it my way, this would definitely main event the show, and AJ Styles would walk away.
I think it's opposite for me.
Yeah,
I'd like Shinsuke to take it, but
I know he's going to take it. He's going to take it, dude.
I hope he does, but I think AJ Styles is going to.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see Sunday.
We will.
Definitely so.
And I agree. I hope it does close.
And before we get to that last match, because, ultimately I think we both agree Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar probably will main event the fucking show. Undertaker, John Cena. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe we'll be
I
surprised.
think something's gonna happen, dude.
I think we're gonna be surprised, but I mean, come on.
I don't know. Kudos to WWE because a lot of people are
Kid
shitting
Rock's
all over
gonna
it,
be
but
there, so I mean,
he
what's
may
gonna
come back
happen?
as the American Badass.
What's gonna happen? Oh, I
Yeah.
guess he's gonna come back as American Badass, but why hasn't he done anything? You would think.
But that's kind of the intrigue, though. I don't know. I like
you
that.
would think the Go Home show,
Different.
the Go Home Raw,
You would have that
you would appear
confirmation,
and
yeah.
you would have
But
confirmation.
I mean, I don't know. I like it.
You can't bank on that. How are you gonna bank on that? I guess.
But they're not relying on this match to sell, anything really. It's just kind of like and which in years past this would be if this was the pay-per-view era, they would totally have announced this fucking, after Elimination Chamber.
They would have announced this. They might have announced this
Royal Rumble maybe. Fuck, dude.
Royal Rumble, or
Yeah.
I could see them even doing it after Mania.
Yeah.
Of the previous year.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they did with Rock.
Well, that was a joke that I heard. It was like what they're gonna do is they're gonna get in the ring and then they're gonna do the because like what they normally do with the fucking stare down.
Oh,
they're gonna do
God,
that and they're gonna pull away the side and it's WrestleMania 35 and
I
then
wish
they
that
build
Texas
up that.
Bomber would nuke that fucking thing. Get the fuck rid of that
Get
thing.
the fuck out of here, man.
I don't want him motioning towards the fucking thing. I don't want him looking at it. I
Yeah.
don't want the camera going to it. I don't want.
Stay the fuck
I don't
away.
want a sign on the fucking
Yeah.
podium in the stage, and I don't want him looking at it or pointing at that.
100%.
Enough already.
Enough.
We know what the fucking pay-per-view is called, and we know where you're building towards. You don't have to say Road WrestleMania every fucking 10 minutes.
And then Triple H is like, oh, I'm gonna pop a vein. He looks up at it. Yeah, WrestleMania.
He's
Fucking,
gonna
I
pop
hate
a forehead
that.
vein.
I fucking hate that. That sign needs
And
to
if he
go.
takes any more HGH, he's gonna have a forehead the size of the fucking what is it called? The Brea Tar Pits or whatever the fuck.
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know that.
But that thing is fucking huge. You can land a plane on that goddamn thing.
You see here, my little friend
747. Shall we move on to the last match?
I think so. It's going to be interesting to see what John Cena and Undertaker do. I mean, it could be
I don't
American
think it's gonna
Badass.
happen, but
Well, I think somebody's gonna. I think John Cena could play like the host role in a sense. Like he's just gonna be in the crowd fucking
like
with people all night.
New Day did last year.
Exactly. So I think something's gonna happen.
He might
and
do
we'll see.
kind of something like that where he's kind of in the crowd and then he comes out. And then he's in the
Yeah,
crowd,
like I think it's
this-
gonna be towards the end of the night. They're gonna tease it throughout the whole night, and then
Probably.
fucking at the end of the night.
And then when
something's
Kid
gonna
Rock does his thing,
when they come out for the Hall of Fame, he's like, "Oh fucking, oh guys, fucking."
well, not for the Hall of Fame. He's gonna have a performance at Mania, isn't he?
Is he?
I thought so.
I don't know. I just know he's getting inducted.
I
So
know
they
he's-
always do the thing where they bring the Hall of Famers out. I wouldn't be surprised if he does perform
Well, then
because
I misunderstood.
he's got 2 songs.
Did I misunderstand? I thought he was going to perform at Mania.
He probably will. I mean,
I think he's going
I
to
haven't
perform at
heard
Mania.
it.
I think he's
Yeah.
going to perform at Mania, and you know how they do melodies, right? Or medleys.
Yeah,
Where they'll kind of do a piece of one song
Yeah,
and
and
then
they
they'll
bring
go
it
into
out.
another
Yeah,
song.
of course. Yeah.
I think it's going to be like that, and then he's going to go into,
American Badass.
yeah, which is basically a Metallica song. But
Fucking. Kid Rock, we could devote a whole podcast to talking shit about Kid Rock, man.
all right, I guess we better get to this last one: Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns.
Kind of covered already, but at the same time, we'll give our final thoughts on this one, man. Again, Roman's gonna go over. I'm a fan of both.
How would you like
It's gonna be a
to? How
fun
would you like
match.
to do it? Would you like a squash match? Would you like
I heard
a 20, 30 minute
I heard
match?
an
Would
interesting.
you-
I heard an interesting. I don't think it's going fucking over 15, dude. Like Brock can't fucking like he gets winded pretty fucking quick. It seems like so. I
don't
heard
know. I
an
think he could do
interesting
that.
theory that like they open the show with this match and then Roman just beats the shit out of him and kicks his ass in 7 minutes and then just wins the title. So it's like the first thing they want the babyface reaction for it. So like the whole thing would be like, okay, well that's the first thing that they're seeing. They
It'd
get
be
the
kinda
Roman
weird,
Reigns thing
but-
out of the way and then they let Shinsuke and AJ fucking headline.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
It's not going to, but I heard that. And I want to see a fight though, dude. I want to see a fucking fight. That's what I want to see.
I want the ref to fucking be lax. To be honest,
Just let him go. Yep.
just kind of it's a big match.
Oh, is that
fucking,
chair? Fuck it. Yeah,
if he puts him through a table, put him through a fucking table.
it's gonna be fun. I think. I mean, ultimately, I think it's pretty predictable of what's gonna happen. I mean, they've been building.
I think they
towards
can make
this
it
match for a while.
interesting if Heyman pulled a. I don't remember what pay per view it was, but he was facing the Big Show.
It was Survivor Series 2002 or 2000.
Is that the one it was?
Yeah, when he turned on him.
Yeah,
Yeah, 2002.
that'd be
yeah.
interesting.
Yep, that dude, and I think that's brought up, and then you have a heel Roman with the fucking heel Heyman. That would be great. I would take my money. I'm down. Do it. Put Heyman.
But then having Brock just leave, does it make sense?
Well, he's supposedly he's under contract until the summer, So I think they're
till
just
August.
till August. Okay.
But I've heard August, and I've heard it ends after Mania, so I'm not sure.
Just like let him go off into the fucking sunset, dude. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Let him go. I mean, if he's gonna go fight in the UFC, I mean, like, yeah.
Well, I mean,
maybe he'll come
I
back
would agree
and get
with
his
you
revenge.
if they let Roman basically do what he did to Triple H. If they allow him to be a heel and do what he did to Triple H,
Right.
and then
Just
go
beat the shit out of him.
then go against Braun Strowman, who is over with the crowd. I think that would work, but I've heard that they want him to go against Samoa Joe, and apparently
I'd
there's
enjoy
people
another
who-
Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns. I love that. Yeah, good combination.
I'm not a big fan of Samoa Joe.
I love
but
Samoa Joe.
but I
Love
think-
Samoa Joe.
I think they
I have his
could-
action figure on my desk.
I think they could work. I think they could do something. Though
The match they had out in Portland, dude, that one Raw when they I think it was like last year or whatever. They had a match when he first came up to the.
Oh yeah,
that was great, dude. I loved it.
but apparently people have said that after they saw some card or whatever for one of the Raws or whatever, and it's booked that
it's
it's
a
going to be
spoiler?
Roman, something like that.
Roman versus Samoa.
Yeah, and I
That's
don't know
cool.
if it's true or
I'm
not.
okay. Well, I mean, like you said, like it's pretty fucking predictable. He's going to win, so it's like I'm cool with a returning Samoa Joe next month at Backlash. Like I'm okay with that.
I'd be all right with it if I don't know. I'd like Heyman to turn on Brock and go with Roman, but I don't think it's necessary.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
If they just allow Roman to turn heel, to beat people up and just destroy people like he did to Triple H.
Yep.
And
like I said, man, I'm a fan of Roman Reigns, dude. Like I want to see him fucking do good, dude. Like I want to see him succeed.
And particularly if he has they continue their feud with Braun that they had
last
year.
I hope they come back to that at some point this year for sure.
Whereas with against Samoa Joe, I'd be a little more kind of neutral.
Yeah, but I want to see Braun and Roman come together. I want to see fucking Braun take the title though.
Yeah, Braun needs to.
Like SummerSlam, like give him SummerSlam or something, dude. Yeah.
SummerSlam. That's what you should be looking forward to. Okay. Yeah. Like say, okay, we have it. Roman winning WrestleMania. We're planning SummerSlam.
Yep.
And
this is long-term booking, WWE. You fucking take out your notepad.
Well, from what I understand, they used to do a year at a time, but they're doing less shows. They're doing less.
Yeah, it was
TV.
easier to plan it out. Yeah, now it's just fucking all over the place. I heard there were major rewrites to Raw this last week and shit. Like
I heard there were major rewrites, and they were worried about WrestleMania.
I don't blame them. I mean, shit.
They've had a lot of trouble.
Well, it's like you said, dude.
They've had a lot of trouble with Roman and the steroid ring bust.
That was all bullshit. That nothing came out on it, so that guy's full of shit.
I don't know. I thought he was one of the clients or something.
Supposedly, but the guy was supposed to provide evidence that Roman was buying steroids from him, but it was all just hearsay. That's all it is. Oh. So maybe he is on steroids. I don't know.
Maybe he is. Are you kidding me?
I doubt it. He wears the chest protector, so it's
maybe he is. He's definitely fucking steroids.
I don't know. He doesn't show his. You look at his NXT fucking promo pics. He was kind of a chubby guy, so I imagine like he's not necessarily pop.
The only thing though is while the back of his arm looks really built.
Yeah.
The front of his arm when he's just like walking or whatever, and he's not doing anything.
I think he's pretty flabby after that.
This part, I don't know what it's called. The front of the.
Oh, your arm? You mean? I don't know. Your pec? I don't know. It's not your pec, but
No,
sure.
not this part.
Not the back part, but the front part of your arm. Yeah, where you flex
that muscle. This muscle right here. I don't know what it's called, but
yeah, I don't know either.
It looks comparative to the rest of his arm. It looks underbuilt for whatever reason.
Probably is, man. He's on the road all the time. Big dog can't train like big dogs all the time. All right, man, dude. I'm excited for WrestleMania.
Wait.
Okay.
One last question. Okay. There's lots of other stuff going on in New Orleans that weekend, or that week, actually.
Very true.
What are you looking
WrestleMania
forward
week
to?
is upon us. If I was able to watch it, I'd be definitely getting the Ring of Honor show. Kenny Omega versus Cody Rhodes.
I heard they're ending the Bullet Club.
You've been watching. Well, if you watch the Elite, Cody Rhodes currently is has unveiled the new logo for the Bullet Club. Is basically trying to overtake. So it kind of seems like the Young Bucks are gonna fucking, unless they turn on Kenny and do the just go straight with Cody. I think they're gonna something's going down on Saturday. That's for sure.
I'm looking forward to. It's gonna be on Twitch. Impact versus Lucha Underground.
Dude, fuck yeah! I think that dude Austin Aries is on that show. which I'm seeing Austin Aries in not this Friday.
What does he
but the
have a
following
bunch of
Friday.
belts for?
He's on the independent circuit, dude.
So
He's fucking winning the titles.
So he's just going
Yeah,
around.
dude. But what I get to see, dude, he's gonna fight Shane Strickland at Defy. Defy's like, for everybody out there that may not know about independent wrestling in Washington State, but Defy is like the major independent group here in Washington State, and they run shows in Seattle. And Shane Strickland, he's like a major player on the independent wrestling scene right now. He's the Defy World Champion. He's from Tacoma, like hometown guy.
Yeah.
And he's gonna fight fucking Austin Aries. It's title versus title, dude. It's Impact title versus Defy title.
Nice.
So dude, Austin Aries, I may be seeing some history. I may
hope
be watching
Austin-
Austin Aries win that fucking Defy championship,
I hope
man.
Austin wins.
I think he may win, dude. I think he may. If he's going with the
he's
whole
kinda-
gimmick, dude.
He's kind of like a really small guy, but
I love Austin Aries, man.
I think he can work.
I think it'd work. But no, dude, what you're talking about, that Lucha Underground versus Impact, dude. I like Impact. I'm glad that they're fucking, like, it seems like they're putting on some decent shit.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see that too, for sure, man.
I heard it's going to be free on Twitch.
There you go.
Which I've never watched anything
good.
on Twitch, but
People have told me about podcasts. Like, you've heard of Twitch? I'm like, yes, I've heard of Twitch, but again, I don't have the internet, so I don't get to
I
participate.
have
on
the
Twitch.
internet and I don't use Twitch.
No, man, that's cool that wrestling companies are using that as a platform. Dude, that's
Yeah.
cool as shit, man. That
It
really
says
is.
it's going to be free and it's basically a pay-per-view, so
Dude, fuck yeah, dude, and we need more crossover, dude. Like
Yeah.
crossover is fun. That's so much
Yeah.
fun. Whenever anything crosses over together,
Yeah.
it's great.
now apparently the New Orleans Sports Commission has basically told a bunch of the
Yeah.
indies that are going to be
Yeah.
in town.
Pile drivers are
fucking-
banned.
Pile drivers, I think power bombs.
Power bombs are banned. Are you fucking kidding me?
There's a lot of shit that's
what
banned.
the fuck is that
I-
bullshit?
I know we've talked a lot, so I'm not going to go through and try and find it because I know I told you
Yeah.
a bunch of different shit that was banned. But I mean, there was a lot. There
Dude.
was a lot that was banned. It was
Yeah. No, and like
Power bombs, anything that could jumping off the top rope that could hit their head or the back of their
well, it's
neck
like
or
Washington
something.
State fucking commission was just as bad from what I hear, man. Like these people just want their money, dude.
But-
they just want their fucking money.
But the caveat was that they said something to the effect of they may allow people to do stuff if they alert the commission ahead of time
Like,
and
pay them a little bit of money ahead of time. Is that what they're talking about? Hey,
Well, the way-
man,
well, the
you want
way-
to do that pile driver? $50, bro.
Well, the way they put it was basically if the performers who are interested in doing a spot could, showcase that they could actually
Mhm.
perform the move safely.
Oh, get that crash pad out then. They're gonna practice. All right, guys. See, this is wrestling. I know how to do a pile driver.
Well, if they could,
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah,
if they could show that they could do it safely,
Safely.
and everything, then
which they should assume they can. They're professional wrestlers.
well, they had a wrestling thing in the 90s at some point where someone did a pile driver or something, and the person got injured, and the injured party sued the sports commission,
Yeah, okay.
which is why they're so strict about it, I guess.
I get it. Well,
But yet they determined that certain companies like WWE and Impact were the big leagues. Was it Impact or was it
Ring of Honor, maybe
Ring of Honor? One of those two.
Yeah.
That they were
able to perform it safely.
that they were
Right.
professional enough and so on.
So it's a lot of the smaller shows that are kind of getting affected, And maybe, man, there's so many shows going on. It's not like, are they really going to have like a representative at every single fucking show going on? Maybe. You're like, all right, overtime, guys. Woo! Fucking WrestleMania week, man. No, dude, I'm excited also for the Hall of Fame. I think the Hall of Fame's always fun. NXT, I know we didn't even go into NXT, dude.
The Hall of Fame is just going to be a.
Yeah, but
the
I
Hall
like
of
seeing
Fame
the
every
speeches.
year is just,
I like seeing the speeches.
Is
though.
kind of a. Well, no, I like
Jerk-off
it. I
session.
like the Hall of Fame, but I mean, it's
Goldberg sucks. Goldberg sucks.
but I mean, the Hall of Fame is basically kind of like a. What is it? They kind of just give to the fans.
Yeah, it's a give back.
fan
Yeah,
service.
yeah, okay, I see what
It's
you
fan
mean.
service. That's
Yeah, I
I'm
see
trying
what
to
you mean.
think
Okay, yeah, definitely not the jerk off session that I alluded to. But that's gonna be fun. NXT is gonna be awesome. Like again, we didn't go over the matches for that, dude. But like,
I don't even know what
Tommaso
they're doing in
Ciampa versus Johnny
Have you
Gargano
actually
is
been
gonna
paying
be
attention
awesome.
to NXT at all?
I do pay attention. Like I don't actually get to watch it all the time, but like I do listen to podcasts about it. So
I've watched a couple of
that
the
North Heavyweight Championship. They're gonna do like a
Yeah.
6-man ladder match or 5-man ladder
Really?
match, and like Ricochet's fucking debuting on there.
Nice.
EC3 is gonna be on that.
EC3.
EC3 debuted in NXT, dude.
Well, I know he was going to NXT, but the problem is that everyone else knew too.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
And they
well, it's like they waited for him to get written off Impact to come on because they did all that TV and shit.
Well, they filmed TV like 3 months ahead or some shit.
Yeah, of course. I think it's going to be cool to see that. And plus, I think one of the cool speeches, kind of jumping back to the Hall of Fame, is like hearing the Jeff Jarrett speech. I'm looking forward to. That's going to be
frankly, a lot of people criticize Jeff Jarrett as basically, what has he ever drawn?
Well, of course. I mean, that's, kind of the running joke with him. But, I mean, he did give us fucking Impact. I mean, what we have with TNA and Impact now, that was his creation. And
he gave us Impact.
I enjoyed him in WCW, dude. Like, the whole Slapnut thing, I enjoyed that. I remember being, like, in 8th grade and, like, writing Slapnut on my fucking binder and shit, dude. I loved him in WCW, dude.
How would he put that?
Or slapstick, or what
Hey, Slapnuts or something.
Yeah, stuff like that. I
funny.
love late WCW. Like, even though it was really bad, I still watched it, and it was still fun to watch.
Towards the last 2 years or so.
Yeah, like that 2000 fucking 90.
Pretty dicey.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. 2000 was a bad year, but yeah, getting back. I mean, dude, I'm just excited for WrestleMania, dude. And then we'll be back that Sunday night because moving forward now with this show. Every pay-per-view, people can be fucking looking forward to that review, man. You know, so Monday mornings, get that fucking pay-per-view reviewed. So, Cody, I'm fucking glad we got a podcast, bro. Yeah. We got this every week, bro. Everybody needs to come check out wrestling. So, anything you want to say before we log off on this one?
I don't know. Earlier this week, I was kind of feeling pretty negative about a lot of this. Pretty much most of it, except for like 2 matches.
Yeah.
And I think discussing it, I'm a little bit more.
We turned the corner. All right. That's good. See, that's the thing I've been missing about I'm kind of glad that we're doing this podcast. I think we kind of get in this cycle where we just kind of go, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. Why is this guy not getting pushed? Why is that guy not getting an angle? Why is this and that not happening? Blah, blah, blah. And I think it's nice to kind of it's fun to talk it out,
and kind of go, well, it's not as bad as
because like watching it by yourself is really boring, but watching it with friends, so much better.
And I think bringing it back to what we started on, I think being smart kind of in some ways makes wrestling less enjoyable.
When you're by yourself, man, but when you bring it together, when you bring it together
to other people, and watch it with other people, then it's kind of like, well,
this is funny.
Yeah, I kind of see your point. Yeah, you make a good point.
Okay, well, we'll fucking dude, we got episodes upon episodes coming forth, man, every week, dude. Come back, checking us out here, guys, on our podcast, man, and we will
the Totally Unnecessary Wrestling Podcast.
That's fucking right. Find us on iTunes, Spotify, and Podbean under the podcast that no one listens to flagship. So find us on that stream, guys. We'll see you Sunday night after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Podcast is brought to you by Pizot Productions. Copyright 2018. Make sure to check out all new episodes of the podcast that no one listens to every Thursday. That's on iTunes and Podbean.com. Also check out all new episodes of the Dragon Ball Z podcast Happy Fun Time Hour every Wednesday. Also on iTunes and Podbean.com. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this episode. We'll see you next time.